Kansas hosting USC. Josh Selby making his college debut. He was suspended the first 9 games for accepting impermissible benefits. First college attempt, it's a 3, and Mama likes it. Kansas up 11-6. Later in the first, more of the same. Selby was 5 of 11 from deep. Kansas up 31-20 at the half. Second half, the youngster was out and running off the steal. Selby to Thomas Robinson. His only assist of the game, but it was memorable. Robinson had 10 points. Jayhawks led by 10. But USC hung tough. Down 1 late second half. Dante Smith dialed in from long distance. His 5th tray of the game. He finished with 20 points. Under 30 seconds to go. Kansas down 2. Marcus Morris skip pass to Selby. Kansas coach Bill Self said there was no way he was passing that one. That ball was going up. So down 1, 6 seconds. Coach Knight, what do you do?
Shooter here. I want Vucevic right over here so that if we throw it long, it comes right down into him.
That's Coach Bob Knight. Let's see what USC coach Kevin O'Neill called up. Gio Fontaine catching the inbounds pass, but he steps out of bounds. Trojans were forced to foul Tyrell Reed with 4.2 seconds to go and no timeouts. So after making his first free throw, Reed misses the second intentionally. Maurice Jones, the rebound. Going to put up a desperation shot, but no dice. Kansas extends the longest current home win streak in Division I to 65 in a row. 70-68 the final.
Has hit the ground running at Ohio State, averaging over 17 and almost 9 boards a game. Number 2 Buckeyes hosting South Carolina. First half, David Leidy misses a 3. Sullinger with the rebound. The putback and the foul. Ohio State up 7-3. Sullinger showing what's in the repertoire with the spin. Gets fouled again. It's a 12-point lead. Then Sullinger at the buzzer, banking it home. The 3. Worth another look. Not bad for 6'9", 250. Ohio State up by 21 at the break. Second half, Aaron Craft passes down low to Sullinger. Fouled again, doing whatever he wants. Just under 3 minutes to go. Brian Richardson drives. Dallas Lauderdale with the block. Sullinger grabs the rebound. He finishes with 30 points, 19 rebounds. The Buckeyes move to 10-0.
Texas in Greensboro to face up and down North Carolina. Second half, Tar Heels up by 5. Kendall Marshall, what a feed to John Henson. Tar Heels up 7. Under a minute to go, Horns down 1. That's the freshman Corey Joseph. Inside to Tristan Thompson. Texas up by 1. 20 seconds to go now. Carolina down 3. Speaking of freshman phenoms, Harrison Barnes drains a 3. Ties things up at 76. So next possession for the Horns. Under 10 seconds to go, Joseph spinning and a jumper. He said, I had to take my time and try to get to the free throw line and just pull up. Horns up by 2. One last chance for the Heels. Marshall deep 3, no. Season high 21 for Joseph. He outduels Barnes. Texas outduels Carolina 78-76.
Classic number 6 Kansas State facing number 24 Florida down in Sunrise, Florida. First half, Wildcats with a healthy 9-point lead. Freddie Asprilla finding Jacob Pullen in the corner. Pullen would finish with 19. Second half, Florida taking over. Irving Walker to Vernon Macklin, 2 of his 10 points. Gators take a 1-point lead. Then Chandler Parsons. Transition lays it in. Florida extended to 4. Walker to Kenny Boynton. Led the Gators with 15 points. It's now a 5-point edge back to Parsons. Backdoor pass. That caps a 16-4 run for the Gators to start the second half. Boynton now with the 3. Off the inbounds pass. Gators up a dozen. Boynton again. K-State didn't know what hit him. Boynton one more time. The Gators outscore the Wildcats 37-21 in the second half. They snap a 4-game losing streak for their highest ranking ever, facing Gonzaga in Dallas. Stephen Gray sat out most of the game with back spasms. Lace Darius Dunn would struggle while he would play, driving in the lane, but he's called for the charge. Dunn not happy, a little bump on the referee. 4 of 14 shooting for Dunn. Second half, under 4 to go, Robert Sacre gets the ball underneath. He had 17. Gonzaga up 3. Then Dimitri Goodson to Kelly Olynyk. Gonzaga, who coming into this game were 5-5. 4 losses were to top 25 teams, but they wouldn't lose to any ranked team this time around. Dunn loses it. Gonzaga would finish off, hit the free throws, win at 68-64.
At number 14, Illinois doing the right thing, giving the local school, Illinois-Chicago, a game. This figured to be a laugher. It was not. In fact, that Paul Carter three tied things at 51 with less than 3 minutes to go. Now under 30 seconds to play. Flames down 1. Darren Williams, the putback. He had 9 and 6. Next possession for Illinois, DJ Richardson. No. Brandon Paul. No. Jeremy Richmond, the rebound. Dimitri McCamey, a 3. No. Mike Tisdale gets called on the foul, so UIC would shoot a pair of free throws. After Williams made the first, he'd missed the second. Ensuing Illinois inbounds. McCamey steps on the line. Illinois coach Bruce Weber admitted, "I'd been scared. We hadn't had good practices." 1 second to go. Bill Call throws it away. UIC wins it.
BYU, a perfect 10-0, look to stay undefeated. Travel to Anaheim to face UCLA as part of the John Wooden Classic. Jimmer Fredette with the Cougs trailing by 8, lays it in. Not sure what Bruin team you might get. The one that almost won at Kansas, the one that lost to Montana. Tyler Honeycutt from 3. And UCLA for 13. Reeves Nelson out of control. Big slam. Nelson with a career-high 23 points. The Cougars undefeated no more.
He didn't figure to be the best place for USC to be. Vols 2-game losing streak. Lost its last 2 games. Oakland and Charlotte, both unranked. USC unranked. They're up 6 at the half. They're up 5 right there. Make it 8. Maurice Jones, he had a game-high 15. Under 9 minutes to go. Tennessee now down just 2. Turnover, Scotty Hobson, Cameron Tatum. And this game is tied at 51 with about 8.5 to go. We're under 7 now. Vols down 1. Tatum the 3. Vols first lead of the second half. Under 4 minutes to go, tied. Alex Stevenson. Up and under there. He had 13.7 rebounds. Shot clock winding down. USC up 2. Dante Smith the 3. 5-point lead after Tennessee made 4 free throws to make it a 1-point game. USC's got the ball, 15 seconds, and it's Jones, the floater, no good. Bruce Pearl going to call a timeout. He's got just under 4 seconds to go. Tobias Harris. Desperation. No, Tennessee loses its 3rd straight. USC 65-64.
Receiving impermissible benefits. Kelly suspension. We don't know how long it's going to be. First half, UNLV up 4. Derek Jasper and 1. Closing seconds of the half. Dan Shulman and Dick Vitale.
Tough layup. No. Kansas State with a few seconds. Russell. Got it! Oh, jubilation.
Kansas State goes into the half up by 2. Second half, UNLV answers back. Jasper, bucket and the foul. 3-point play puts UNLV back up 2. Off a UNLV miss, Kansas State out quickly. Nobody's around Rodney Magruder. Big finish. Kansas State now down 1. They're going crazy in Manhattan. But check this out, Neil. Magruder going for the loose ball, gets tangled up, trips and falls hard. Look at what happened to him. His tooth pops out.
Check out the coaches right there looking. They're like, ooh, God.
The ref picks it up and says, dude, you can get a dime for this if you put it under your pillow tonight. Under 4 to play. K-State down 3 in transition. Jamar Samuel 6'7", Oscar Belfield 6'2", but it's an athletic 6'2", and he denies the bucket. UNLV beats the Wildcats who were there. Frank Martin didn't want to talk about the Wildcats who weren't there.
You guys trying to get under my skin today, haven't you? I've been pretty respectful of the media my whole career.
I saw some guys.
I don't want to hear anything else about leadership without anybody other than the guys on the basketball floor. I do not want you to refer any questions again about anybody that was not dressed in uniform here tonight.
Ranked and undefeated Ohio State at home against UNC Asheville. And there's Leidy, and he was lighting it up. Scored 13 of the team's first 16 points. The 3, the drive, and then another 3. 23 points in the first half, 29 on the night. He was feeling good. Second half, Ohio State looking good. Leidy dishes to Jared Sullinger. Big fella. 9 points, 16 rebounds. How about Deshaun Thomas to Dallas Lauderdale? How about a 41-point lead? If Doug Collins was here, he'd say, hey, it happens. J.D. Weatherspoon at the line. Misses the free throw. Thomas tries, can't finish. Weatherspoon, the jam. Oh. Ah! Ohio State 96-49. They're 11-0, 9-0 at home.
Cincinnati not ranked despite a 10-0 start taking on Miami of Ohio Tuesday. Bearcats looking for a W and some RESPECT. They hadn't lost to Miami in their last 11 meetings. Deion Dixon, just the start of a great night for him. See what I mean? Dixon for 3, and he got fouled. Bearcats down 4. Kashmir Wright going back to Dixon, who lays it up softly, appropriately. The Bearcats down 1. Second half, Rashad Bishop misses, and look who gets the rebound. Dixon spins and wins. He did it all. Cincinnati up 12. And then Dixon getting there. Foul him, doesn't matter. Career high 23 points for him. Bearcats win at 64-48. Miami has lost to 4 unbeaten Hawks visiting Cal. First true road game of the season for Kansas. Let's see how they did. Josh Selby, he did fine. Knocks down the 3. Brady Morningstar goes back to Selby for 3 more. And then Tyshawn Taylor says, hey, man, that works. Selby 5 for 6. He had 13 points in the first half. Second half, got a little physical. Watch Marcus Morris. Misses a dunk. Harper Camp runs into Morris on the other end, and then Morris gives Camp a little elbow down low, and referees have to get together, gain control of this game. Morris catches Camp right in his mouth. Morris ejected from the game. But Kansas, you may have heard, has 2 Morrises. They've got Marcus, and they've got Markeith, who perhaps is even more dangerous. Markeith with 21 points. Kansas up 54-47. 4 straight games in double figures for Markeith. Thomas Robinson put in the exclamation point on the win for the Jayhawks as they take it 78-63 over Cal. It's 11-0 now.
In St. Louis, it's the bragging rights matchup, so they played it at a neutral site. We got less than 2 minutes to go. We're tied. This was a ball game. Michael Dixon, his friends, they call him Mr. Glass. Missouri up 2. All right, Illinois ball. A minute to go. Marcus Denman steals the inbounds pass, feeds Ricardo Ratliff for the layup. So it's a 4-point Tigers lead. Next, Fighting Illini possession. Brandon Paul misses the second of 2 free throws. Missouri going to get the rebound. Mike Davis going to steal it from Dixon and DJ Richardson. The NBA 3. Illinois down 1. Tigers transition down court. Lawrence Bowers scores. Mike Tisdale called for an intentional foul. Tigers get 2 foul shots and the basketball. Coach Weber, he got a technical foul. He was so upset about this. He said he probably made the right call, but he thinks it's not a good rule. Bowers made the free throw, so he had a 4-point play. Missouri got 8 points in 9 seconds. Off the inbounds pass, there goes Denman, and the Bragging Rights trophy goes to Mizzou, 75-64.
No non-conference team had won at Michigan's Breslin Center since 2003. Texas showed up Wednesday hoping to end that 52-game streak. Ty Izzo just glad to be back after his 1-game suspension. It was one of the worst, most embarrassing things in my coaching career. Served my sentence and I'm moving on. That's it. Suspension for violating NCAA rules. Good passing for Texas. Jacobin Brown and Gary Johnson working the give and go, and it's gone, and the Horns up 6. Later in the half, Michigan State down by 6. Draymond Green tries to feed Delvin Rowe, but the ball goes out of bounds. Michigan State shot less than 30% in the first half. Second half, well, they didn't get to shoot because they kept turning it over. Gary Johnson, big finish, in Texas up by 5. Later in the half, Jordan Hamilton off the inbounds pass gets to Thompson for the bucket. Texas up 9, and Corey Lucius drives, gets the ball swatted away by Thompson. And Hamilton, he had 21 points. Michigan State's second worst field goal percentage in the last 15 seasons, 29%. Texas Diamond Head Classic. That's Renardo Sidney back in the lineup after 1-game suspension for conduct detrimental to the team. Just a second collegiate game, and look at him show the range. He's 6'9", 250 pounds, and knocks down the jumper to put Mississippi State up 14. And look at him work inside, bucket in the foul, hit the free throw, Mississippi State up 16. Less than 8 minutes to go. Bulldogs up 15. It's Sidney again, and he gets fouled again. He led all scorers with 19 points. Mississippi State wins that game 69-52. Now, after that game, Hawaii and Utah played, and this was the scene in the stands. That's also Renardo Sidney in the gray sweats fighting with teammate Elgin Bailey. Now, school officials didn't say what the fight was about. They did say that Bailey left the arena in a cab, but Sidney remained at the arena after the fight had taken place. Now, again, Sidney coming off suspension for conduct detrimental to the team. He had already sat through an NCAA suspension. He was a McDonald's All-American in high school at Fairfax High School here in Los Angeles. You see his numbers from his senior year in high school. Lost his entire freshman year of eligibility because of an NCAA suspension. Off to a great start at Mississippi State on the court, but there could be some discipline coming his way for the off-the-court situation.
All right, Mississippi State was in a consolation game. This is the semifinals at that Diamond Head Classic. It's 15th-ranked Baylor against 9-1 Washington State. Lacedarius Dunn, Anthony Jones, and those were Baylor's first points. But Washington State is going to score many more points. How about Klay Thompson finding Marcus Capers right there? And we got a little, we've already seen enough of that. This is the Aloha State, folks. A.J. Walton to Dunn for 3. Baylor down 3, though. And then about a minute to go, Baylor down 4. Dunn making it a 1-point game, but Wazoo not done. Thompson, the son of Michael Thompson. 710 ESPN Radio's Michael Thompson. The former Blazer, the former Laker Michael Thompson. Washington State wins 77 straight against unranked non-conference opponents. Could Belmont make it 4th? Final half minute. Belmont with the lead. Mick Hedgepeth right there. Ensuing Vols possession, Bruce Pearl says, get it to Scotty. Beam us up. And Scotty Hobson does. He scored Tennessee's last 9, finished with 19. Belmont not done. Or are they? No. It was a win we needed, but not one I feel great about. That Coach Pearl afterward.
Third place game, the Diamond Head Classic. No 18-inch snow threat in Hawaii, baby. Second half, FSU up 2. Derwin Kitchen feeds Bernard James with a dunk and the foul. And the Noles are up 4 after a missed free throw. Bears get it to 2. Lacedarius Dunn in traffic. We're knotted up at 59. Dunn had 23 points, but it is the Noles down the stretch. Chris Singleton breaking the tie with a 3. He had 17 points, 10 rebounds. And Florida State wins at 68-61.
Championship game of the Diamond Head Classic. Brad Stevens and Butler facing Washington State. First meeting between the schools. Matt Howard for 3. Bulldogs up by 6 in the second half. Next possession, Zach Hahn. Deep 3. He's got range. 9-point lead for Butler. It's now at 14. Shelvin Mack finding Andrew Smith inside. Too easy. One more look. Mack, who had 20 points. The dime. Bulldogs going to win this one 84-68, handing Washington State their second loss of the season.
4th-ranked Connecticut, 6th-ranked Pittsburgh. Big East basketball. Panthers 7-0 all-time against top 5 teams on this court. Kemba Walker, D1 leading scorer at 27 per, and well, Jamie Dixon's club D'ing him up. Walker just 3 of 12 from the field in the first half. UConn down 37-28 at the break. Second half, the Panthers continue to pounce. Ashton Gibbs, he'll hit the 3. And if some is good, more is better. It's not 3, but it's a run and jumper off the screen. Jamie Dixon's club up 11. Nasir Robinson, first start of the season. He had 11 and 10 and at least 1 assist. Dante Taylor finishes there. Pitt up 2 touchdowns. Walker, 3 of 11 from 3. The team, 5 of 21. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, 5 of 11 from 3. Walker makes it a 7-point game. He had 21 in the second half, 31 for the game. But Gibbs coming off the screen. Take those 3. He had 21. Let's do it again. Gibbs again, 78-63. Pittsburgh, 13-1. Second-ranked Ohio State, Tennessee Martin. Even without Greg Oden, they're going to win by 60. Oden, who had played 4 seasons in Columbus and redshirted a year, would be a senior. That's why I figured that. They got a big fella in Jared Sullinger, though. 49-17 at the half. The Buckeyes scored the first 12. David Lighty finds Sullinger. Sullinger 18 and 11. They went on an 18-0 run to start the second half. William Buford, 9 of 11 from the field, 3 of 5 from 3. He had 23. He's been shooting the ball, spending some extra time. Practice. Dallas Lauderdale gets up. That goes down 100-40. And that's just the 9th biggest victory margin in Ohio State history. Home against DePaul.
Ball gets tipped around after the missed shot. This is early first half. Kashmir Wright comes up with it, gives it to Yancey Gates. Yancey Gates had 15. Gates gets the ball in the wing, finds Larry Davis. He's been practicing. Rashad Bishop saw what happened when you got the ball to Davis. Hey, man, you get an assist. You get the ball to Davis. Bearcats up 21. And again, get the ball to Davis, man. I'm getting assists. Davis, 20 points off the bench, 4 of 6 from 3. Bearcats win 76-60. They are one of 7 unbeatens remaining in Division I. Matt Painter, there he is. Purdue coach. Exactly. We just saw the Cincinnati coach. Purdue, Michigan. Etwan Moore, lob pass, Juwan Johnson. Reverse alley-oop. He got 2 looks at it. It was the first 2 points of the game. Purdue up 12-2. Johnson, hook shot over Jordan Morgan. Johnson, 22 points, 8 rebounds. This one was all Purdue. Kelsey Barlow, the steal. Oh, he went fancy. Moore finishes. He had 21, 9 assists. Purdue going to win 80-57. 5th-ranked Syracuse, Jim Boeheim's club, hosting Providence. First half, Scoop Jardine with the ball now. Marshawn Brooks is pointing, hey, who's got Chris Joseph? Nobody. Joseph and Brooks each had 17 in the first half. Syracuse up 10 at the break. Rick Jackson, 17 rebounds. This one he grabs and then swings his elbow, and Vincent Council. That's strong. It appears that he may have been acting a little bit. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Boeheim, though, didn't like it. Jackson got called for a technical. Jardine, 17 of his 21 in the second half, but it was all about Joseph. 27 points, a career high. Finish the highlight. 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Syracuse, 81-74, 14-0.
Minnesota and Wisconsin, Bo Ryan, 69-6 at home against conference opponents. Not beating up on Little Sisters of the Poor. John Laura needs 7 points to reach 1,000 in his career. He's a Minnesota kid. He said he loves playing against Minnesota. And there it is. He scores 1,000 for the Badgers, 36th player to do it. Badgers up 4 at the half. Second half, Ralph Sampson III with a denial. At the other end, DeVoe Joseph with a deposit. Minnesota down just 1. Next Gophers possession, Joseph finds Trevor Mbakwe for the big finish. 11 points, 11 rebounds from Mbakwe. And Minnesota's got the lead. Later second half, tied at 56. Minnesota forced to switch, and Jordan Taylor takes advantage of the space. He's also a Minnesota kid. Tubby Smith said he took advantage whenever we switched. Taylor driving. Bucket and the foul. He had 22 points, 7 assists. Laura with 16 points, 9 rebounds. Quality win for Wisconsin to open their Big Ten season, 68-60 over the Gophers.
15th-ranked Notre Dame hosting 9th-ranked Georgetown. Early first half, and Tim Abromaitis hits the 3 ball there. If some is good, more is better, and Abromaitis hits the 3 again. Notre Dame up a touchdown. Ben Hansbrough. Probably gets tired of everybody saying, you know who my brother was, but hey, I just did it. 17 points. Notre Dame up 8 at the half. Where's Tim? Doesn't matter what end of the court he's shooting at. 5 of 7 from 3. Notre Dame up 9. Georgetown struggled from the 3. Chris Wright. Wrong. Jason Clark. No. Austin Freeman. No. Georgetown missed 12 straight threes. They shot 4 of 22 from distance in the game, and Coach Thompson pregame not agreeing with him. Tyrone Nash, the board off the miss. He had 15 points, 10 rebounds, and then Abromaitis.
My Abromaitis has been acting up lately. I think Advil helps with that.
4th straight 20-point game. I about had some when I saw the name. 69-55. 12th-ranked Kentucky at 20th-ranked Louisville. You got Calipari, you got Patino, you got some star power. Brandon Knight, boy, young star. Freshman guard at 25 points. Kentucky up 10. Another young star is Terrence Jones, but he drew all the double teams. So the star of this show, the star of this highlight right there, 5'5", circled, Josh Harrelson. I mean, like Billy Hoyle. He was in a zone. Wildcats taking a 17-point lead. Again, Jones draws the double team. That was the the Louisville plan. And so Kentucky responded with Harrelson, who went 10 of 12, had a career-high 23 points, 14 rebounds. Boy, you'd think they'd learn. Harrelson, boy, he's in the doghouse at the beginning of the season. He was the top dog. 78-63 Kentucky.
Ohio State had won its last 7 road games. Buckeyes started their Big Ten season on the road against Indiana. Willie Buford, top of the key. Ohio State shot 71% from the field in the first half. We go second half. Jared Sullinger, 6'9", 280. Jeremiah Rivers, that's Doc's kid, 6'5", 210. Who wins that matchup? Well, if you took Sullinger, you made the right call. 19 points, 9 rebounds. Later second half, Ohio State up 12. Indiana now in the 2-3 zone. So what do? Move the ball around. John Diebler, 5 for 5 from behind the arc for him. Ohio State up 17. Indiana on defense now trying the 1-3-1. That leaves Buford wide open. They get it to him. Buckeyes hit 13 three-pointers, tied for the most ever by an opponent at Assembly Hall. They win 85-67.
Life did continue in Connecticut Friday, despite what happened to the UConn women's basketball team the night before. 4th-ranked men's team against South Florida. But Torlin Fitzpatrick finding Hugh Robertson, and USF leads, and Jim Calhoun pregame not agreeing with him because the opening of conference play did not agree with him. He took his club, had not lost the game, went to Jamie Dixon's house and got beaten. So here our coach is saying, listen, the only time I've been 0-2 in the Big East was a long time ago, 89-90. I don't want to go there again. Second half, Kemba Walker, the steal. Shabazz Napier, the layup. UConn takes the lead. Walker, next UConn possession. Jumper. UConn up 3. Now, UConn played a whole bunch of zone. Final 30 seconds down. USF down by 3. Anthony Crater. Game heads to overtime, tied at 58, and in overtime, Walker says it's my time.
So
Through
good.
the traffic, the floater. He had 24. Connecticut by 5 in OT. John Stockton, Spokane native. His son, David, plays for Mark Few's club. And the apple does not fall far from the tree when it comes to making highlights. Like David from just past half court, the first half. Oh, they're toasting that one at Jack and Dan's. Young David Stockton powered by the whammy. And Gonzaga overpowers Oklahoma State